Is there anything, it could even be outside of hockey or whatever, that I guess contributed to that, growing up in Victoria? Were you multi-sport athlete? Were you doing the other things that is kind of, I guess, shaping who you are, I guess, today? Is there any things that you could share with them that you've done? Um,
Not really, honestly. Growing up, I was just I played a couple sports. I played roller hockey actually as a player, which I had a lot of fun with, and I wish I could still play today. Um, and then I just played another like a bunch of other stuff just with my buddies and stuff like that. And the big theme was just trying to have fun. I didn't even, think anything of it. I was just having fun and having fun with my buddies. And um, I don't think that there's anything really that contributed. I think, obviously as you get older, you mature and you kind of start to realize what you want to do and your motivations and stuff like that. So
Yeah, yeah, fair. Did you play other sports though? Like so with you skating on the ice with the pro guys, for a number of years now with us, I was like, this guy's extremely athletic. Your lateral movements and all that. I was like, okay, there's something there. I think you started 2 or 3 years ago. That must have been when you were like 15 or 16 years old. And, I was like, oh, you can move just like some of the pros could, right? It's just, I think at that time you're a little smaller, but um, did you play other sports? Like, did you notice that you were extremely athletic like that?
not really. No, I
Before?
never really like played any like organized sports or anything. I just played like a bit of everything. I've always been kind of good at like a bunch of sports and I
Okay.
just like to have fun with it. Like ping pong and stuff like that. I like to play and I'm pretty good at that. So
Okay. Yeah. So you got the hand eye for sure. Great. Okay. And is there any mentors or stories that you'd like to share? People that you'd like to talk about of how they've impacted your um, hockey career, but also, I guess, who you are. A lot of what I'm doing is influencing the whole mentorship stuff, is when you're around someone that's been there before and done it, and giving those little pieces of advice to these kids. It's a huge thing going these days, a big trend.
yeah, I'd say my dad for sure. Obviously, he's sacrificed so much. It's always kind of cliche that, you need to sacrifice if you want to make the next level and, you want to be good. And, he's really done that for me. And, all throughout every year, he's, spent so much time and so much money and so much other stuff. And, um, even when I was younger, he would coach me and stuff like that, which was huge. And being so young, you don't always, recognize that or you take it for granted for sure. And you don't really see the big picture of how much they're actually doing to help you and it's not even a guarantee either. Like a lot of parents sacrifice so much and just for their kids to play and they don't end up making a career or anything. It's just for them to have fun. So growing older, you definitely kind of take a step back and look at that and certainly appreciate it and you're super thankful of it. um Obviously he didn't have to do that at all and I definitely wouldn't be where I am without him. So he's probably the biggest impact on my success and major reason for why that's happened. And um super thankful that he's done so much for me.
Yeah, for sure. Are there other goalies that you've looked up to, that you've watched on YouTube or in person? Um, yeah, that's kind of, I guess how I've seen it is I visualize a lot of these players that I'm watching on TV all the time, or that is like my idols and stuff. Is there anyone that you could point out for that sort of thing?
Growing up was Carey Price for sure. I remember, I had a poster of him and everything, and I always just wanted to be like Carey Price, and it was definitely someone who I looked up to. And obviously, as you get older, it changes and stuff like that. Like he's not really my idol anymore, but
Yeah.
growing up, like he was huge, and definitely motivating. Like I always just wanted to be just like him, and that was a guy who really influenced me growing up for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Who's your idol now? Who's your favorite player, goalie or player?
I don't really have a favorite. I have a couple guys that I like to watch. I would say Jake Allen's probably my favorite to watch right now. I really like him a lot.
Okay, so this is backup now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And okay, and then is the other one that you like to watch?
Uh, there's a lot of guys. I really like Carter Hart too. He's really good. He's a young guy, so
Yeah, yeah, exactly. A lot of success there too with Philadelphia. Um, and this plays into my video analysis stuff kind of thing. A little question is, when you watch these guys, are you watching these their type of movements? I wouldn't know too much goalie stuff, but like making saves and how they recover and how their skating ability and footwork stuff. You follow along with that stuff when you're watching them.
yeah, all of that. Um, I think there's so much to look at. Obviously, their skating and their movement, how they're, a pass across, how they're moving. Are they you getting there on their feet or are they sliding and stuff like that? Save execution's big. Tracking, are they looking at it? Are they seeing it all the way in and stuff like that? Their recoveries, how are they recovering? Sliding down or backside recovery back to their feet and just all their movements and stuff like that. And I've actually been really lucky to have I don't know if you know what Instat is. Um, yeah, it's like this. It's this crazy like website app kind of thing, and they take every single game, they cut it all, and like of players and goalies, and you can just search up any name like Jake Allen, and you can click on any game that he's played and see all the shots against. So it's pretty easy to study and watch film. So I've definitely been using that a lot. And but yeah, like I said, it's pretty much everything that they do and all their footwork and their movement and tracking and save execution and all the stuff like that is, kind of what I'm looking at.
Yeah, yeah, no, that's really important, I think, for these young players, and then even the parents and coaches to know. But the video analysis side is so important to watching the shifts, or I guess in your case, shots and saves. I guess when the play's in your zone, how you're playing the puck, all that type of stuff, and little things that you can change, whether it be from a player standpoint, it can be the way that you're holding your stick and the way that you're passing the puck to go into how you're shooting it and skating. There's so many different components to it. It's just a matter of learning how and what to analyze and look at it.